Okay, Heidi, I'm just going to pretend for a while that I've got a lot of objections in my mind, and I'm just going to hit you with them. And what would you say? So, for example, I'm sorry, I can't do this. It's too expensive.
No, it's not. It's actually very cost effective, a lot cheaper than speech therapy or tutoring.
It also interferes with my program, and I've got other commitments.
Nothing is as important as your child's potential with learning and education, so you will find the time.
But I've got a cost factor, a time factor, and my child is also physically unable. Coordination's not real good, and there's a lot of mouse stuff I hear.
You can actually do the mouse clicking for them, or maybe they can verbally give you the answers.
And what if I don't have the time to facilitate the use of the program? Can my child do it by themselves, or do I have to be there?
Your child can do it by themselves, but obviously even just if you pop in every few minutes or just 5 minutes just for encouragement, that's already better than not being there at all.
Well, okay, and what about if I've tried other interventions like getting tutors for independent or individual subjects and so forth? Why is this going to work any better? I mean, how do I know it's going to work?
It's just through its intensity, through the frequency and consistency of doing it. It's far more effective than just working on one piece at a time. It works on so many areas at the same time.
Well, here's one. Let's say my child has ADHD, for example, and they need to sit down and focus on something for quite a long time. What if I don't think that my child's actually going to be able to focus in the first place?
You can break it up into smaller segments. So the very most it would be 10 minutes, and most children, would manage 10 minutes, especially if they know there's a reward at the end of it.
Okay, Heidi, what you're saying to me is it's not too expensive. The time factor isn't a problem. Even if my child is physically disabled in some way, there are ways around that?
Absolutely.
There are ways around that?
Yes. You'd be surprised how many children with all sorts of problems, busy parents, they manage to find the time, and it's rewarding.
You don't find parents occasionally just sort of having a bit of a sneaky go on the program, do you?
They do. Very often they'll actually ring up and say, I couldn't answer those questions. Maybe I need to do Fast ForWord too.
Well, on that point, is there a program for adults?
There is. It works in exactly the same way, strengthening the same neural pathways, still working on the 4 key cognitive areas and developing your language and literacy skills, just at a more advanced level. Obviously the vocabulary and the content in the comprehension exercises are a bit more advanced, but any adult can benefit as well.
Well, it would certainly make family games of Scrabble more interesting, wouldn't
Yes.
it? Okay, so plenty of reasons to do it.
Yes, the whole family would benefit. We've all done it as part of getting to know each module.
Well, that sounds great, Heidi. Thanks so much for your time.
It's a pleasure.